Marvel. We know them. We love them. Well, I mean, we used to love them until people that look like this, or this, took over the brand. And, yeah, we don't love them as much anymore. But still, they have a way at tugging at those old nostalgia strings just enough. And that's why Marvel Legends is such a popular brand. And up until last year, Marvel Legends really wasn't on my shelf as much. I mean, I may have gotten one in passing, maybe two, if I thought they were cool. But for the most part, my Marvel shelf was just chock full of Marvel Select figures. I freaking love Marvel Select figures. For one, the original sculpts. Two, the big figures are just amazing. And three, they usually give you the old school, and by old school I mean like in the 90s or early 2000s or the 80s or the 70s versions of the characters we love. None of this new age crap. No. They give us exactly what we want. They know their audience. And so when the opportunity came up to buy this guy, I immediately jumped on it, because for $27.99, MSRP of $29.99 or $30, I mean, you look at it, you just can't beat it. But without further ado, let's review the Beta Ray Bill action figure from Marvel Select. But before we continue, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, and yeah, make sure you comment as well. And let's start the show. So, can I first talk about the fact that I could actually see the figure through the clear plastic display? How amazing is that? I actually knew what I was getting. There wasn't I didn't buy a Beta Ray Bill and have a Odin's head on top of Thor's body on top of like with G.I. Joe limbs or some nonsense like that. So that in itself is a plus. The artwork looks great as always from Diamond Select, and their boxes are pretty substantial. And they even have the metal tie-ups inside that are just an absolute fun chore to get to. and the package even comes branded with the mark of the beast. Now, once you wrestle them out of the package, you'll see that this dude looks phenomenal. Like they really knocked this one out the park, because the base figure is black. Then they added in the layer of dark blue. Then to make all of that pop, they added in all the gold accents and gold layers and gold paint. And I mean, the end product is just great. Like the sculpt, the sculpt, once again, original sculpting for pretty much the entire character. I mean, people have been speculating about the legs being from a different character. Some people say they come from Colossus, but I can't neither confirm nor deny that, so I'm just going to leave it at that. But the head sculpt is completely on brand for the character. Mine has a few little mishaps with the bottom set of teeth, but I mean, they're very tiny blemishes that you can't even really notice. And the flare on top of his helmet is, they even painted that. They added so much to that, and it's just paint everywhere. Paint in the top, paint the bottom, paint in the middle, everywhere. It's just paint. Oh man, they really have done just a straight up banger of a job with the aesthetic for this guy. Now, accessories. He only comes with two. Doesn't come with any alternate hands or anything like that, which is fine. I mean, considering nowadays what you're getting for the price tag, I mean, you can't ask for much more. And the accessories are honestly completely on brand. First, you get Stormbreaker, regular Stormbreaker, which looks very, very good in his hands. Looks very, very good in his hands. And then you get the spinning motion Stormbreaker, which I'm kind of digging this a lot more than I thought I would, because I have multiple of the spinning hammer motion accessories, and I gotta say this one definitely has a little more pop to it, because they have the fading effect as if it's spinning, and the color's fading, because obviously it's not going to just continue to look the same color. I think that's chef's kiss right there. That's way to think outside the box, because on the original Diamond Select Thor, that came with that first spinning hammer effect. It was just one big hammer that looked like he was spinning, and fine and good, fine and dandy. With the Ragnarok Marvel Legends Thor, that one they added a little more to it. That one had a little more punch to it. They added sort of like a swooshing in the middle, and each one of the hammers have Odin's words etched onto the Mjolnir. So I mean, this one definitely has its own sort of presence to it. And not only that, it's not in a circle, it's kind of in like an oval to sort of compensate for the fact that Stormbreaker is a much, much bigger hammer than Mjolnir. But that's definitely the main event of all the accessories. Now, for the posing. Now, this guy, I mean, he's a big, bulky figure, so I'm not exactly expecting, or wasn't expecting, any kind of like Spider-Man level posing out of the box. As a matter of fact, I didn't expect him to pose as well as he honestly does. His head doesn't go back at all, like don't even bother. His head goes down. You can hit the T pose with this guy. You can, his arms they do go the 360, but it's obstructed by his shoulder pads. He has a bicep swivel, single jointed elbows. They get you a little bit, maybe 1 or 2 degrees past 90, maybe 1 or 2 degrees past 90. He has a waist swivel that just is impossible to get to, but it's there. I've seen people do it, so I know it's there. His legs kick out a little bit under 90. He has a swivel at the thigh. His knee bends just at about a 90. He has rotation at the shin, and he has rotation at the ankles, and he can go back and forth pretty deep on his ankles, and he can twist them to the sides. So I mean, overall, add that with his hands, which actually have the legit hammer wrist and not some kind of like dinky dunky like trigger fingers or some nonsense like that. This actually functions like a hammer wielding, weapon wielding action figure. So the posing honestly is decent, but I mean, once again, you're not gonna probably have this guy in some like psychotically awkward poses where he's like swinging Stormbreaker around. No, he's a big bulky guy that's gonna be most likely bludgeoning people with one hand and choking them out with the other. So just know your expectations going in. Now, size comparisons. So here he is with the Diamond Select Mighty Thor, which I honestly, in my opinion, is my favorite Thor of all the other Thors that I've collected or seen. This still stands out as my personal favorite. And here he is, if you wanted your Planet Hulk comparison, here he is with Gladiator Hulk from Planet Hulk. Here he is with the Juggernaut and the Titanium Man, both also from Marvel Select. And now I have to bring up a bit of a point of contention, where I just wanted to point out something. Look at these two figures. Both of these cost around $30 MSRP. I paid pretty much the same amount for both of them. The Ragnarok I paid $25 or $24 for. And this Beta Ray Bill I paid $27 for. Out of the two of them, which one looks like the higher end figure? Now you look at this Ragnarok. He comes with an alternate head, comes with an alternate hand. He comes with 2 hammers. Okay. And he has the the spinning hammer accessory like I showed off previously. So cool. That's all fine and good. But let's be clear. Ragnarok has some of the gummiest legs I've ever encountered on an action figure. I can't even stand him, because as soon as I start standing him, his legs start splitting. It's a poorly done figure, and for $34 MSRP, that's come on, this is unacceptable. This guy is unacceptable. Now, the Beta Ray Bill, it has its flaws. Sure. But I feel like $30, I got a lot of originality with this. This is not a repaint. This is not a retread. This is an original sculpt. So I feel like the money is there. It justifies the money. It justifies the $30 price point. It's a big, bulky piece of plastic with a couple of accessories that are necessary for the character, that are on brand with the character. And it just looks like a higher quality figure. Like, this Beta Ray Bill looks like a much higher end figure. But that, that's just my 2 cents. You may not like Diamond Select. You may like the Ragnarok. I'm not too sure. But I've handled both of these now, and the Beta Ray Bill blows this guy out the park by like leaps and bounds, man. This is they're on totally different worlds right now, man. Seriously. But yeah, let me know what you think. Ball's in your court. Have you picked up this Beta Ray Bill? Are you intending on picking up this Beta Ray Bill? Is this a pass for you completely? Do you even like Diamond Select? Do you care about Diamond Select? Are you just Marvel Legends all the time? No deviation. Is the scale a factor? Because this is a big boy, so is scale a factor in your purchasing? Let me know what you think in the comments. Also, make sure you check out the community tab. That's where I post any pre-orders, any figure deals, or any restocks that I come across. I will post that also, the link to that in the description, as well as my Amazon affiliate link. If you feel like purchasing anything or need anything from Amazon, just click the link and buy away. And it's a great way to support the channel. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it is much appreciated. And with that, be safe, be good, and it's the Drunken Prime, cracking open another beer and signing off.